If you have a crescent moon on your hand, these 5 things will happen. The body is a canvas, and every line, mark, or symbol on it is a brushstroke of the universe painting your story. Have you ever stopped to wonder what your hands might be trying to tell you? Have you noticed how the delicate lines on your palms create patterns that seem almost otherworldly? And have you ever considered that within these patterns lies the wisdom of your life's journey, your destiny, your inner truths, and perhaps even your spiritual purpose? Across generations and cultures, palmistry has fascinated humanity, a mysterious art of deciphering life's secrets etched into our hands. But today, we're diving deeper into a symbol so rare, so enigmatic, that it carries a weight far beyond simple fortune-telling. We're talking about the crescent moon. If you look closely at the heart line on your palm, you might notice a subtle crescent-shaped curve. This is no ordinary sign. For those fortunate enough to bear it, this mark signals a life of extraordinary transformation. In this video, we'll unravel the 5 life-changing phenomena linked to the crescent moon. Stick with us until the end, and we'll share an incredible revelation, a hidden truth about this symbol that will forever change how you view your destiny. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom and turn on notifications to stay connected to insights that inspire your path. Let's explore this fascinating journey together. Under the luminous full moon, its silvery light bathed the temple garden, creating an ethereal glow. Paper lanterns gently swayed among the cherry blossom branches, their delicate hues casting soft shadows in the cool night breeze. The serene atmosphere felt almost otherworldly. Pilgrims dressed in vibrant kimonos gathered in reverent silence around Master Ginin, whose calm and wise expression seemed even more radiant under the moon's glow. "Beloved disciples," the Master began, his voice rich with warmth and serenity. "You have traveled here seeking answers and guidance along your spiritual path. Now look at your hands." With deliberate grace, Ginin brought his palms together, highlighting the faint crescent-shaped line where the heart lines converged. "This mark," he explained, "is a sacred symbol, a seal of a remarkable destiny. Those who bear the crescent moon in their palm will experience 5 profound transformations in their lifetime." The first change, awakening of intuition, perceiving the invisible. The first change brought by the crescent moon is the awakening of intuition, an extraordinary gift that enables its bearer to perceive the unseen. Master Ginin wisely stated, "The world, my dears, is not confined to what meets the eye. Beneath the surface lies a realm of subtle energies, emotions, and spiritual connections, no less real than the physical. The crescent moon is like an antenna that tunes you into this deeper dimension, granting you the ability to perceive the invisible. This insight is a reminder that life is much more profound than it appears, and those who possess this mark have the potential to unlock a remarkable sensitivity to the unspoken and the unseen." To illustrate this, the Master shared the story of Akiko, a young woman with the crescent moon sign on her palm. Akiko had an uncanny ability to sense the energies around her, an awareness that transcended logic. One day, as she wandered through a tranquil forest, she was struck by an overwhelming sensation of unease near a towering tree. Drawn closer by an intuitive pull, she discovered the tree was diseased, its life being sapped by parasites. Guided by an inner voice, Akiko crafted a natural remedy and saved the tree, restoring balance to the forest. This story is a powerful metaphor for how intuition can guide us not only to recognize the unseen, but also to bring healing and harmony to the world around us. Master Ginin went on to explain, Those who carry the crescent moon in their hand can cultivate an extraordinary intuition, an ability to understand situations beyond the surface and sense what others often overlook. They can feel the presence of spirit guides, decipher messages from the universe, and even experience premonitions. This intuitive capacity is akin to a sixth sense, providing clarity and guidance when logic and reason fall short. It allows you to discern the emotions hidden behind a smile, the unsaid worries in a loved one's heart, or the potential of a decision long before the outcomes unfold. In the context of modern life, this awakened intuition can be a powerful tool for navigating relationships, careers, and personal challenges. In a world where distractions abound and decisions often feel rushed, learning to trust your inner voice can provide a sense of clarity and direction. As the Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." By sharpening your intuition, you learn to be fully present, observing the subtle energies and emotions that shape every experience. This awareness becomes your guide, helping you make decisions with confidence and fostering deeper connections with those around you. To harness this gift, it's essential to practice mindfulness and reflection. Spend time in stillness, listening to the whispers of your inner voice. Cultivate your sensitivity to the energies around you by paying attention to how certain places, people, or situations make you feel. Over time, your intuition becomes a trusted ally, one that empowers you to lead a life aligned with your deepest truths. Remember, the crescent moon is not just a sign, it is an invitation to step into your fullest potential. As the great Lao Tzu observed, "At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are, and you know what you want." The awakening of intuition is not merely a mystical phenomenon, it is a deeply practical and transformative experience. It teaches us to move through life with awareness, compassion, and confidence. Those who embrace this change will find themselves not only perceiving the invisible, but also responding to life's challenges with wisdom and grace. Trust your inner voice, for it is the whisper of the universe, guiding you toward a path of fulfillment and harmony. The second change, building bridges between hearts. The second change brought by the crescent moon is the ability to build bridges between hearts, a gift of profound empathy and compassion. If you bear this unique mark, it symbolizes your innate power to connect not just people, but the spiritual and material realms as well. It makes you a natural peacemaker, a healer of the soul, someone who can mend the unseen rifts in others' hearts and create harmony wherever you go. Master Guanyin beautifully explained, "This sign is a symbol of connection, a union between heaven and earth. Those who possess it are called to embody empathy, compassion, and understanding. This is not merely a passive quality, but a calling, a responsibility to be a source of comfort, healing, and light in a world that often feels heavy with suffering." To bring this idea to life, Guanyin shared the story of Taro, a nurse in a busy hospital. Taro didn't just tend to his patients' physical wounds, he also healed their emotional scars. He had a remarkable ability to listen, to truly see people in their moments of vulnerability and pain. Patients who met Taro felt safe, understood, and cared for, as though his presence alone brought them relief. One elderly woman, nearing the end of her life, once said, "When Taro is in the room, it feels like the sun rises in my heart." His compassion wasn't something he forced. It flowed naturally, effortlessly bridging the gap between his soul and those in need. This story reminds us that empathy is one of the most powerful forms of healing. It doesn't need words, only sincerity and presence. Now consider your own life. How often do you truly listen to the people around you, not just to their words, but to the emotions behind them? Empathy is not just about understanding another's pain. It's about standing with them, offering your strength when theirs falters. As the Buddha once said, have compassion for all beings, rich and poor alike. Each has their suffering. Some suffer too much, others too little. This teaching invites us to look at the world through the lens of kindness, to extend our hand to those who need it, and to be a source of solace and connection. If you carry the crescent moon, this calling becomes even more profound. You are uniquely equipped to nurture authentic relationships, to foster peace within families, and to build unity within your community. Imagine the transformative impact of a world where more people lived as bridges between hearts, healing divisions with compassion and understanding. Yet it's not always easy. In a society where judgment often comes faster than kindness, showing empathy requires courage. But think of the lives you can touch simply by being present, by choosing to connect instead of retreat. What would it look like if you embrace this gift fully? Perhaps it means being the one who mediates conflicts in your family, who reaches out to a friend in need, or who comforts a stranger with a kind word. You don't have to be perfect to be compassionate. You just need to be willing. Personal growth often begins with small acts of kindness that ripple outward. When you build bridges between hearts, you don't just heal others, you heal yourself too. Rumi once said, "Be a lamp or a lifeboat or a ladder. Help someone's soul heal. Walk out of your house like a shepherd." Ultimately, this ability is not just about grand gestures, but about everyday actions that remind people they are seen, valued, and loved. If you bear the crescent moon, your gift is to bring light into dark spaces, to soften the hard edges of life for others. And in doing so, you fulfill a deeply spiritual purpose, becoming a messenger of peace in a world that needs it more than ever. So, how will you choose to use this gift today? Will you extend your hand, open your heart, and become the bridge between souls that the world so desperately needs? The third change: fertility, growth, and renewal. The third change brought by the crescent moon is the awakening of fertility, growth, and renewal, a powerful force of creation that flows through those who bear this sign. The crescent moon isn't just about birth in the physical sense. It represents the birth of ideas, the growth of dreams, and the continual renewal of energy within you. It is a symbol of the fertile mind and the creativity that resides in every person who carries it. Master Guinan wisely said, "The crescent moon is a symbol of fertility, growth, and renewal. Those who possess it have a strong creative energy, a fertile imagination, and the ability to give shape to their dreams. This creativity can be expressed through art, music, writing, dance, or even in the way you live your life. If you have the crescent moon, you are not just a passive observer of life, you are a creator, a vessel through which new ideas and possibilities flow. Let's pause and think about the world around us. Have you ever felt a surge of creativity, a moment when something inside you just clicked and suddenly you saw new possibilities? This is the essence of the crescent moon's influence. It's not just about creating tangible things like paintings or songs, though those are certainly a part of it. It's about bringing newness into every aspect of your life, whether it's how you approach your relationships, your work, or even the way you solve problems. You have an inner wellspring of creativity waiting to be tapped, ready to transform your life and the lives of those around you. As the Buddha taught, all that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. This is the power of creativity. It shapes your world and your experience. Master Genin shared a beautiful story about a young artist named Hana, whose life was a living testament to the crescent moon's power of creativity. Hana had been drawing since childhood, but her true gift was in the way she saw the world. While others saw the ordinary, Hana saw the extraordinary. She could find beauty in a wilted flower, a quiet street corner, or even the shadows cast by an afternoon sun. Her drawings were not just images, they were expressions of her soul, filled with vibrant colors, unique shapes, and deep emotion. When people looked at Hana's work, they felt as if they were glimpsing the world through her eyes, seeing what she saw, feeling what she felt. Her art inspired and uplifted everyone who encountered it. Those with the crescent moon on their hand, Master Genin explained, are called to express their creativity, share their talents with the world, and inspire others. Their life itself can become a work of art, a unique and unrepeatable masterpiece. Hana's story shows that creativity is not confined to specific mediums. It's about how you live, how you touch the world with your presence, your work, and your actions. So, what about you? What is the creative energy within you longing to express? Do you feel like something is waiting to be born from your mind or heart? It doesn't matter if you're not an artist in the traditional sense. Creativity comes in many forms. Maybe it's in how you solve a problem at work, the way you care for your loved ones, or how you tackle personal growth. Creativity is the act of seeing things from a new perspective, of bringing something new into being, of renewing the energy around you. It's the same force that makes seeds sprout in the spring, that fuels growth and keeps life ever-changing. Creativity is intelligence having fun, said Albert Einstein, reminding us that the act of creating is not just serious work, but a joyful expression of life itself. If you carry the crescent moon, it's time to embrace this energy and allow it to guide you. Don't hold back your creativity out of fear or doubt. Share your ideas, explore new possibilities, and take risks in your expression. Whether it's through art, conversation, or action, your creativity has the power to inspire, transform, and renew not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. Life is not static. It's constantly growing, evolving, and changing. Just as nature renews itself in cycles, your creativity allows you to continually renew your approach to life, pushing boundaries, breaking free from limitations, and always seeking new ways to grow. At the heart of this creative change is the lesson that you are a part of something bigger. Your creative energy is a thread in the fabric of the universe, a force that can ripple out and inspire others. By sharing your gifts, you not only bring your own dreams to life, but also contribute to the growth and renewal of the world. So, ask yourself today, what dream do I want to bring to life? What part of me is waiting to be expressed? And how can I nurture my creative potential to build a more vibrant, joyful world for myself and those I touch? By embracing the crescent moon's call to creativity, you will uncover not only the artist within, but the creator of your own destiny. If you've watched until now, you're about to discover the powerful secrets behind the crescent moon on your hand. Comment below with crescent moon to affirm your connection to these life-changing insights. Don't leave just yet. There's more fascinating information coming up that will reveal how this unique mark can shape your destiny. Stay tuned until the end to uncover all 5 things that will happen if you have a crescent moon on your hand. The 4th change, the value of solitude, finding yourself in silence. The 4th change that comes with bearing the crescent moon is the profound connection to solitude, a space where you can truly discover yourself. You see, for those who carry this sign, solitude is not something to be feared or avoided, but rather embraced as a sacred opportunity to connect with your soul. Master Guinan explained, "Those who possess the sign of the crescent moon often feel the need for moments of solitude, of silence, of introspection. They do not fear solitude, but seek it as an opportunity to connect with their soul, to listen to their inner voice, and to find their own truth." There is a deep wisdom in this. In a world that is often filled with noise, constant information, distractions, and external demands, the quiet spaces within us can offer the clearest guidance. Have you ever experienced a moment of peace so profound that you could hear your own thoughts, your own heart, speaking to you? In these moments, we tap into something timeless, something beyond the noise of daily life, and that's where true clarity begins to emerge. To help us understand this better, Guinan shared the story of Kenji, a monk who lived in the mountains for many years, in a small hut far removed from society. Kenji was not running away from the world, but rather embracing solitude as a path to deeper understanding. For years, he meditated in silence, surrounded only by nature, finding peace in the simplicity of the wind, the trees, and the rhythm of life that unfolded around him. His time alone was not an act of isolation. It was a conscious journey of self-discovery, where every moment of silence allowed him to peel back layers of confusion and get closer to his true nature. This kind of solitude was not loneliness, but a rich space for spiritual growth. And it is within this quiet solitude that Kenji learned to listen to his heart, to understand his purpose, and to align himself with a deeper sense of meaning. Can you relate to the need for silence, to moments when the world's clamor fades away, and you are left with only your thoughts and feelings? For those with the crescent moon, this kind of solitude can be the doorway to the most profound insights. In today's world, where constant communication and social media keep us perpetually connected, the idea of solitude may seem foreign or even uncomfortable. Yet, as the Buddha said, you cannot travel the path until you have become the path itself. Solitude allows us to connect with that path within, our inner truth, our deeper calling. Without moments of solitude, we can become lost in the chaos of external influences, but in silence, we rediscover who we truly are. Master Guinan's words, "Solitude is not an escape from the world, but a way to know oneself better, to strengthen one's spirit, and to find one's mission in life," remind us that it's in the quiet moments that we are often able to hear the whisper of our soul. So why does this matter? How can solitude bring us closer to our truth and our mission? In the stillness of being alone, free from external distractions, we create space for our deepest thoughts to surface. We begin to hear our own voice, our true desires, our dreams, and our purpose. It's through this deep inner connection that we start to uncover what really matters, what we are meant to contribute, and how we can align our lives with a deeper sense of meaning. When we are constantly surrounded by noise, we can easily lose sight of our inner wisdom. But in solitude, we are reminded that our greatest answers come from within. This doesn't mean that solitude is an easy path. It can be uncomfortable at first, but as you sit in silence, you begin to grow stronger, more attuned to your inner rhythm, more clear about your values and desires. Think for a moment. When was the last time you took a break from everything? No phone, no distractions, just time alone with your thoughts. How did you feel in that silence? Was it peaceful or uncomfortable? What did you learn about yourself in that space? For those with the crescent moon, solitude isn't just a retreat from the world. It is an essential part of spiritual growth, a necessary space to reflect, renew, and realign. Your moments of silence are not an avoidance of life, but a profound engagement with it. As the saying goes, in the silence of the heart, the universe speaks, and in those moments, you are given the gift of listening to the deepest truth within you. So, what can we learn from this? If you are someone who carries the crescent moon, this call for solitude is a reminder that true strength comes from within. It's through your moments of stillness, introspection, and connection with nature that you find not only peace, but inspiration and clarity. Don't fear those quiet moments. Embrace them. Use them as opportunities to reflect, to listen to your soul, and to discover what truly matters to you. In the silence, you may find the answers you've been seeking, the guidance that has always been within you, waiting for the right moment to surface. Solitude, when embraced with intention, becomes not a burden, but a source of renewal, creativity, and deep peace. Take the time to reconnect with yourself, and you'll find that it's in the quietest moments that the loudest truths are revealed. The fifth change, living with intention and authenticity. Master Guinin said, "Life must be lived as a work of art." Imagine approaching every day as an artist approaches a canvas. Each moment is an opportunity to create something meaningful. Those who bear the crescent moon on their hand are not satisfied with merely existing. They are driven by a deep desire to infuse their lives with purpose, awareness, and authenticity. They are not content with the mundane or the surface level of life. Instead, they strive to engage with the world in a way that reflects their true values and deepest aspirations. Life, for them, becomes a journey of conscious creation, where every encounter, every task, and every experience is a chance to express their innermost truth. As the Buddha once said, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." This profound insight speaks to the heart of living with intention. It's about consciously shaping your thoughts, actions, and presence in the world to align with your highest ideals. To illustrate this, Guinin shared the story of a woman named Yumo, whose life exemplified the essence of living with intention. Yumo dedicated herself to helping children in need and created a school in a small village. However, her commitment was not limited to academic learning alone. She understood that true education goes beyond textbooks and grades. It's about shaping the hearts and minds of the next generation. Yumo taught her students the core values of love, compassion, and respect, instilling in them a sense of purpose that transcended mere survival. Through her work, she showed that living with authenticity means aligning your actions with your deepest values. Yumo's life was a testament to the fact that when you live intentionally, your actions create ripples that touch many lives, and in doing so, you leave a lasting legacy. This is the power of living authentically. Each choice, no matter how small, becomes a meaningful contribution to the greater good. In the fast-paced world we live in today, it can be easy to lose sight of what truly matters. We're constantly bombarded with distractions, societal expectations, and pressures to conform to a certain image or lifestyle. But those with the crescent moon have a natural ability to cut through the noise and focus on what really counts. They understand that true fulfillment doesn't come from external accomplishments or accolades, but from aligning their lives with their inner truth. Living with intention means being fully present in the moment, making conscious choices that reflect your values, and embracing a life that feels authentic to who you are. Every interaction, every decision is an opportunity to live with greater meaning and purpose. The purpose of life is not to be happy, it is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well, as Ralph Waldo Emerson so beautifully put it. This quote resonates deeply with those who carry the crescent moon, because they innately understand that their lives are not just for their own fulfillment, but for the greater good of others. Moreover, Living with intention does not always require grand gestures. In fact, some of the most profound impacts come from the small, daily actions that reflect a deep commitment to living authentically. Whether it's offering a kind word to a stranger, taking time to listen to a friend, or making choices that align with your values, every act, no matter how seemingly insignificant, contributes to the creation of a meaningful life. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment to do something big, it's about making every moment count. Guilin taught, "Whoever carries the crescent moon on their hand is called to live a life full of meaning and leave a positive mark on the world." You can achieve this through big gestures or small daily actions, but the key is to act with love, compassion, and awareness of being part of something greater. This simple yet powerful truth highlights the importance of living mindfully and intentionally. The world around us is constantly changing, but by remaining true to ourselves and acting from a place of love and awareness, we can navigate life with a sense of direction and purpose. So, how do we begin to live with more intention and authenticity? Start by pausing and reflecting on what truly matters to you. What are your core values? What do you want your life to stand for? How can you begin to align your actions with these values, even in the smallest of ways? Living with intention means choosing to show up fully in every moment, making decisions that reflect your authentic self, and acting with love and purpose. It means understanding that your life is a gift, a work of art, and that every moment is an opportunity to create something meaningful. It's a challenge, yes, but one that brings with it the most profound rewards. In the end, living authentically will not only bring you a deeper sense of fulfillment, but it will also inspire others to do the same. The crescent moon, with its promise of authenticity, guides you to live with purpose, to bring meaning to every moment, and to leave a legacy of love and compassion. The Master's Secret, a door to another dimension. Master Guilin stood in the stillness of the night, allowing his words to settle deeply into the hearts of his listeners. The full moon hung high, casting a soft, ethereal glow that bathed the temple garden in silver light, while the paper lanterns swayed gently on the cherry tree branches, resembling fireflies in the cool night breeze. The pilgrims, their faces aglow with anticipation, sat in rapt attention, their hearts stirred with a mix of hope, wonder, and curiosity. Guilin, with a mysterious smile playing at the corners of his lips, rose slowly from his seat, his presence commanding the air. "I promised you a secret," he began, his voice rich and steady, "a secret that will stir your soul." He paused, his eyes scanning the group, the silence heightening the suspense. "The crescent moon," he said at last, his voice dropping to a whisper, "is not just a mark of destiny. It is a door that leads to another dimension, a parallel world where all things are possible." The pilgrims exchanged amazed glances, the air thick with wonder. A young woman, her voice trembling with awe, asked, "A parallel world?" Her words hung in the air, as if she herself couldn't quite grasp the weight of what Guilin had just said. "Yes," Guilin replied, his eyes glinting with knowledge. "Whoever carries the crescent moon on their hand has the ability to travel between worlds, to access alternate realities, to experience infinity itself." There was a pause as the gravity of his words settled upon them. Then, with a solemn look, he continued, "But remember, this door is not to be taken lightly. Only those who have attained a high level of spiritual awareness can step through it safely." A chill ran through the crowd. What Guilin was revealing was both thrilling and daunting, a gateway to unknown realms, to unimaginable possibilities, but also fraught with peril. The crescent moon was not just a symbol of an extraordinary destiny, it was a key, one that could open the door to the mysteries of existence itself. The Master's voice took on a final resonant tone. "The choice is yours," he said. "You can walk away, ignore the call of the Crescent, and live an ordinary life. Or you can embrace the challenge, follow your true path, and uncover the truths hidden beyond the veil of what you know." His words hung in the air like a delicate promise, both an invitation and a warning. The pilgrims bowed deeply in gratitude, their minds buzzing with questions, their hearts filled with a mix of awe and excitement. The night seemed alive with potential, the starry sky above them whispering of secrets yet to be discovered. Each of them, their hands marked with the crescent moon, felt an undeniable pull toward the unknown, a sense that their lives were on the brink of something far greater than they had ever imagined. As they turned to leave, their hearts were filled with the weight of this new understanding. They were not simply participants in the world. They were travelers, adventurers on the cusp of a journey that would not only reveal the hidden dimensions of the universe, but also unveil the deepest truths of themselves. The ancient teachings of Buddhism often remind us that reality is not always what it seems, that the world we see with our eyes is only one layer of existence. As the Buddha himself once said, "We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think." What if the universe we see is just the beginning? What if there are worlds beyond our understanding, waiting for those brave enough to step through the door? Master Ginin's revelation was not just a tale of mystical possibilities. It was an invitation for each of us to unlock the hidden dimensions within our own lives, to awaken to a higher state of awareness, and to recognize that the ordinary world we see is only one facet of a much greater reality. The choice is always ours, to walk through the door of possibility, with courage, awareness, and the willingness to discover what lies beyond. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed discovering the profound meaning of the crescent moon and how it can shape your destiny. Now, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you have this sign on your hand? How do you think it could affect your life? Share your experiences or opinions in the comments below. If you found this video inspiring, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom for more insightful content like this. Click the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. Remember, your journey of wisdom is just beginning, and we're here to walk with you every step of the way.